We're just getting used to leading a remote team. Here we are again, facing some new and unusual challenges. This is Bryl Zenarosa, and welcome to Breaktime Breakthroughs. While all of us have grown wary of change, this shift to hybrid teams might be seen as yet another change. However, leaders and employees have demonstrated their resilience throughout the pandemic. They found a way to connect, communicate, and achieve results in a world burdened with personal and professional challenges and changes that none of us could have predicted. Leaders can build on some of the best practices and skills they developed when working and leading remotely and apply them to leading hybrid teams. Leaders can have an even greater impact on engagement and performance by focusing on these 5 best practices for leading hybrid teams. Number 1, be a role model for hybrid behaviors. In an era of change, people often look for role models from whom they can learn best practices from, and in a team environment, that is usually the leader. It is important that you recognize that your actions will probably set the tone that the team will follow. If you've got the CEO or the senior leadership team always coming into the office and they're working day and night while some employees are working from home, what message does that send? You got to be in the office. So this has to start with leadership. Leaders have to say, you know what? I'm going to work from home today, and I don't care where you work, at home or at the office, whatever is most conducive to your well-being and productivity. It would also be helpful if we think about these questions. Do you encourage transparency and open communication in the team, but you greatly filter the information and data that you're willing to share with them? Do you actively promote a good work-life balance, but you're fond of sending emails at 11 p.m. or when you are on leave? Do you expect your team members to be agile and adaptable, but you're the first one to rant as soon as the upper management implements a cost containment measure? So, what kind of example are you setting? Number 2, trust your people. If you trusted your staff when they worked for you in the office, you need to continue to trust them when they are not in the office. You have employed them because they are capable professional individuals. Just because you can see them doesn't mean that changes, right? Fundamentally, if you don't trust the people that work for you, you've made a bad hiring decision, and that is on you. As Jason Fried and David Hanson wrote in their incredibly insightful book, Remote, either learn to trust the people working for you or find some new people to work with. It may sound harsh, but it's fair and is very true. I firmly believe that part of the outcome of COVID and this remote and hybrid working means that we are going to shift from a time-based mindset, sample would be having to do 40 hours a week, to something that is output and delivery-based. With this shift, it is imperative as a leader to clearly articulate the business priorities, set SMART goals, empower, and trust your team to deliver. Accountability is achieved when leaders like you stay close enough to the work each team member is doing to provide the coaching and support they need, along with the recognition for their efforts. Most of the time, this can be done without micromanaging. Number 3, level the playing field. This is one of the greatest challenges when leading remote individuals and teams, and it's even more challenging with the hybrid team. To establish inclusion, leaders must treat everyone with respect and fairness. Remote employees might feel that those in the office have greater access to the leader and to other team members. Those one-on-one meetings that leaders increased during the pandemic should continue equally for all team members. And in a team meeting, leaders should seek to establish psychological safety. Big word. To do this, leaders need to deliberately include all team members and involve all meeting participants. This will help to create a sense of belonging. Research has shown that meeting people in person is important to building trust. Look for opportunities to have all team members together, even if you can only do so on rare occasions, such as when employees officially return to the workplace. In addition, continue to use your cameras for remote one-on-one and team meetings. In a survey by Zoom, 82% of users said there was greater trust with videos turned on. And lastly, create a culture of transparency where all team members are encouraged to share their experiences and concerns, where they are free to discuss the undiscussable. Number 4, ensure that team members have the right tools. It is critical to invest in the right tools and setup for each team member's unique situation. For remote workers, this may include better Wi-Fi, headsets, and webcams. As a leader, it is also important that you guide the business in investing in the right software. Only you know which software is right for your team. But whichever software you choose, it should reflect the company culture. Take some time to compare the pros and cons of each option and ask your staff if they have a preference. To ensure a complete digital transformation, these are the major software systems that you need to look into. Number 1 would be knowledge-based systems such as Zendesk and Confluence. You can also look into design tools like Canva and Adobe Photoshop, or project management apps such as Trello and Asana. You can also look into brainstorming tools like Google Jamboard and Mendomo. And finally, look into online engagement websites such as Kahoot and GatherTown. When it comes to hybrid work, it is also crucial that all documents are available all the time, anywhere, to anyone in your team. There are so many good cloud storage options, whether it be through Microsoft's OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Drive, or any of the other cloud-based storage options. But keep in mind to employ cybersecurity measures to keep your data and business safe and secure. Number 5, make people feel connected and create a sense of community. When working remotely in a hybrid environment, it is critical that each of your team members continues to feel valued and appreciated. Unfortunately, it is more difficult for a leader to maintain a close relationship with people when they don't see face-to-face on a regular basis. Therefore, you need to make special efforts to keep in regular contact with each team member, and that needs to be tailored to the needs of each individual. Some team members may need extra coaching on certain aspects of the job. Another may be worrying about their career progression prospects, while a third may be grappling with domestic challenges. Do not confine your discussions to just immediate task-related topics. Talk more broadly about the business, your team's aspirations, and upcoming developments. It's also worth thinking about how to bring some playfulness into the workday. Many of us miss the laughter and spontaneity from our pre-pandemic lives. So why don't you hold an informal Zoom room every Friday around lunchtime so that people can chat freely like they would in the office pantry? Talk about books they're reading, their kids, or their latest Netflix obsessions, making sure that these events are open to everyone on the team regardless of where they are working. You might want to try themed meetings where colleagues wear witty masks or hold after-office Newman sessions or milk tea sessions if you don't drink. Don't take a one-size-fits-all approach. An effective hybrid leader needs to be sensitive to the different needs of each individual within a team and address those specific needs as effectively as possible. There you go. Those are our top 5 must-knows for a hybrid leader. Word of caution. Do not expect any of this to be easy. There will be bumps along the way, so be humble and be patient. Hybrid teams are here to stay. As leaders, we would be wise to continue honing our ability to manage, engage, and build positive culture regardless of physical location. Take heart and all the best in our next normal. I hope you enjoyed the episode today. Don't forget to follow Plus Network on social media channels to get entertaining content and more. And do follow me on LinkedIn for posts on leadership, motivation, mental health, or just plain inspiration. Stay curious and keep learning.